Hey everybody, Ian here, and this is just another part of me rebranding this channel from Next Wave Gaming to Next Wave Entertainment. The official name change will happen later this year, and it'll be before I finally get set up to start doing Let's Plays again. But for now, I'm going to do a update on my horror collection. Note that since the last time I did a video about this kind of stuff, I have started upgrading from standard definition DVDs to high definition Blu-ray. So not UHD, just regular Blu-ray. I don't even think the player I have here, which is underneath the TV right there, which is region locked, by the way. That thing can play Blu-rays from any region as well as DVDs, so it's region hacked. But yeah, I'm going to show off the Blu-ray collection. And note, some of this is unfinished because, like I said, I am going to be replacing a lot of my old DVDs of some of these movies with Blu-rays. So any franchises I have that are incomplete, it's likely because the original ones I had for that were Blu-ray. Sorry, not Blu-ray, DVD. Sorry, I screwed up there. You know what I meant, though. And we're going to start off with the main shelf, which is over here. These are my standalone movies. Essentially, the ones that aren't a part of a franchise. They're movies that stand on their own. They're one and done. Some of these are remakes of pre-existing movies, but I do not consider a remake to be a franchise. I consider that to be just that, a remake. It's not a sequel. It's a sequel, and then there's a remake years later. Yes, I can consider that a franchise. If it's not that, then no, it's just a, remake. Anyway, let's get started, and please note that if you can't see some of the titles, I will read them out for you, because I'm sorry about the lighting. The lighting in here sucks. Anyway, we have 976 Evil, which is the directorial debut of Robert Englund, best known for playing Freddy Krueger. We have Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, starring the very nail-toxic Amber Heard. Doesn't change me from liking this movie, though. Alone in the Dark, no connection to the game franchise. This is the first horror film New Line Cinema made and released themselves. Not one that they just distributed for someone else. We have An American Werewolf in London. We have Animal, which is a movie I got for free with my recent order from Shelf Factory, aka Scream Factory. We have Anna and the Apocalypse, the best Christmas zombie comedy musical ever. Antlers, a movie about the Wendigo. April Fool's Day. The underrated werewolf film Bad Moon from director Eric Red. The Babadook, or Babadook, I've heard it said both ways. The Banana Splits movie. The James Gunn produced, Greg McLean directed Belko Experiment. We have The Birds. The original Black Christmas. Black Sabbath. Blood Rage. The Blob. Blood Diner. The made-for-TV anthology film Body Bags, produced by and presented by John Carpenter. 2 segments directed by Carpenter, the last one directed by Texas Chainsaw and Poltergeist director Tobe Hooper. We got The Boogans. I'm going to thank Cecil Trachtenberg for introducing me to some of these. If he's watching the video, he'll instantly point at the screen like Leo does in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and say, I did a video on that. Ian must have seen my video on it, which is why he now owns it. Anyway, we got The Borrower. Thanks, James Roll, for introducing me to this one. Brain Damage. We have Bubba Hotep. The Burning. Burying the Axe. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Castle Freak. A loose adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's The Outsider. Cell, which is a Stephen King adaptation. We have Chillrama, a anthology movie directed by Joe Lynch, Adam Sullivan. Tim Sullivan. Tim. Adam Green, got you and two mixed up. I think that's it. Joe Lynch, and I think one of the other segments, I forget who Adam Rifkin. We have Chud, which, if you've seen the movie, spoiler alert, does not mean what they say it does in the movie. I'm just gonna point that out, and meaning, yes, the trailers lie to you. The Craft, Color Out of Space, which is a very fantastic Lovecraft adaptation starring the great Nicolas Cage, Contamination, Cooties, Crawl Space, George A. Romero's The Crazies, Cujo, A Cure for Wellness, the Zack Snyder directed, James Gunn written remake of Dawn of the Dead. It's standalone, which is why it's here and not in there where the Dead series is going to end up being. The Dead Don't Die from director Jim Jarmusch. Dead and Tombstone. I don't own the second one, which is why it's here. Once I get the second one, it's going into the franchise shelf. The Dead Zone, Death Machine, Death Spa, Deep Star 6, Demonic Toys, Dog Soldiers, Don't Breathe, Dr. Giggles, Event Horizon, and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's just the first shelf. Let's move down to the second shelf, shall we? We have The Fog by John Carpenter, Forbidden World. Sorry if you can't see it. The lighting in this room sucks. Again, I could get better lighting, but I want to get this video out quickly, I guess. Frankenhooker. Not sure if me saying the word hooker is going to get me flagged by YouTube, but I don't care at this point. We have The Frighteners from director Peter Jackson. The anthology film From a Whisper to a Scream, Galaxy of Terror. The art house vampire film Ganja and Hess. Jordan Peele's Get Out. Ghost Keeper, another movie about the Wendigo. Ghost Town. Ginger Snaps. I don't own any of the sequels, and in order to get those, I'd have to buy a Blu-ray set that has this one again, and I'm not getting a repeat, so I'm just going to keep with having the first one. The Golem from 1920. Green Room. Grindhouse. The Guest from Adam Wingard. Happy Birthday to Me. Hereditary. Highway to Hell. The 1999 remake of House on Haunted Hill. The Howling. Idle Hands. I'm Madman. In the Mouth of Madness. The Incredible Mountain Man. Intruder. 1950s Invasion of the Body Snatcher from 56. We have the remake from 1978. Both from Kino Lorber, by the way. It Follows. The sequel's coming. Jennifer's Body. John Dies at the End. Krampus. Killdozer. Lake Placid. The Lawnmower Man. Lord of Illusions from Clive Barker. Legion. Leviathan. Life Force. The Lost Boys. The Machine Girl. This is a Japanese film. The remake of Maniac. Manhunter. The first Hannibal Lecter movie, technically. Maximum Overdrive. Stephen King's probably wondering why the heck I own this. I just like the movie, okay, Mr. King? Is that a big deal? I just like it. I find it awesome. In a so bad it's awesome kind of way. The Midnight Meat Train. Misery. The Monster Squad. Mosquito. Motel Hell. Mother's Day. The Mutilator. My Bloody Valentine. Needful Things. Nightbreed. Okay, I'm going to have to kneel down, and I should know I am in my 30s, so doing this is probably going to be pain on my knees a little bit. The Night House. Nightmare Cinema. Night of the Comet. Night of the Creeps. The original Nosferatu. The Others. Overlord. Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. Phantom of the Opera from 1925. Phantom of the Paradise. 1991's The Pit and the Pendulum. Popcorn. Priest. Prince of Darkness from John Carpenter. Prom Night. The Prowler. Pumpkinhead. Razorback. Renfield. Retribution. Scarface. Not Scarface. Scarecrow. Sorry, I almost said, I don't know why I said that. The Rift. Why it's over here instead of the R's, I have no clue. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Shocker. Seven. Shark Night. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. There I said Signal, I don't remember. Signal. Sinister. Sleepwalkers. Slither. Silver Bullet. Slugs. Split. Society, Soul Survivor, Species, Squirm, The Stuff, Studio 666, The Original Street Trash, Tales from the Dark Side of the Movie, Tales from the Hood, Thanksgiving, the remake of 13 Ghosts, Ticks, Terror Train, Tokyo Gore Police, Tourist Trap, The Town That Dreads Sundown, Trick or Treat, Tusk, Us by Jordan Peele, and the live-action adaptation of Junji Ito's Uzumaki. And now, sorry if I covered the lens there, going down to the last shelf, but this is not the end of what I have to show you. Like I said, if there's any incomplete, like, holes in the collection so far, I will be filling them, and I'll let you know when I fill them. Vampire, The Visit, Warm Bodies, We Are Still Here, Without Warning, Wolfen, Wolf Cop, The Wraith, Wormwood, You're Next, also by Adam Wingard, Zombie, and Zombievers. Okay, next up is The Evil Dead, which I have a special spot for because there's one part of this that isn't a movie. And also Halloween is here. Like I said, the gaps in this one will be filled because some of these are in 4K and I'm not sure. Some of the ones I don't have are in 4K UHD and I'm not sure if my player can handle that yet. If it turns out it does, I will be getting them. We have The Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2013, Ash vs. Evil Dead Rise, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 5, and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Not exactly horror, but when else am I going to show these off? We have Godzilla, the Showa Era Collection, Godzilla 1984, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Godzilla and Mothra, Godzilla and Mechagodzilla 2, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Desotoya, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, Godzilla 2000, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, Godzilla Tokyo SOS, Godzilla Final War, Shin Godzilla, Godzilla -1, and now we have the MonsterVerse ones, Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. And now, take you into the, yes, this is my bathroom. The next half of the collection's in here, and this is the franchise stuff. And like I said, any holes in this part of it will be filled eventually. We have the Alien Anthology. This is just the first 4 Alien movies. The Alien vs. Predator movies are not here, and neither is Prometheus, Alien Covenant, or Alien Romulus. Blackula and its sequel, Scream, Blackula, Scream. The Blair Witch Project, its 2013 sequel, Blair Witch. We have all 4 Candyman movies. Candyman, K-Man, Feral to the Flesh, Candyman, Day of the Dead. We have Candyman, we have 10 Cloverfield Lane. I'll be getting the first Cloverfield eventually. We have the collection, we have the Collector, the Collection, the Conjuring Universe plus the Nun 2, Creepshow 2, Curse of Chucky. I'll begin the rest of the Child's Play films and the TV show eventually. This is Gremlins and Gremlins 2. We have Happy Death Day. I'm going to get the sequel eventually again. Hellraiser Bound, Hellraiser 3. There is a new one that has all 4 movies, but I'm not going to do a triple dip on 3 movies I already own. Arrow just released Bloodline on its own. You'll be fine. House 2, The Second Story, It and It Chapter 2. It's Alive movies, It's Alive, It Lives Again, Island of the Alive. We have Jack Frost, Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. And for anybody out there who hates that I own these because of Victor Salva, I'm aware that he's a creeper. Doesn't change these being good, fantastic creature features / monster movies, though. The third one, yes. These 2, no. And the recent reboot, which he has nothing to do with, I have not seen yet, so I can't comment on. The Last Exorcism and its sequel. We have the Leprechaun films. The Meg, I need to get the second one eventually. Night of the Demons, again, 2 and 3. I'm going to be getting the new Shell Factory Blu-rays for that. Paranormal Activity, gonna get the rest of the series eventually. Open Water and Open Water 2. Phantasm, again, gonna be getting the rest of the franchise again eventually. Piranha, Piranha 2, Piranha, Piranha 3 Double D. Psycho, Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 4. The Purge Anarchy, The Purge Election Year, and now I get the rest of them. Bravo Animator, need to get the first and third film of this franchise soon. Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead Part 2, Return of the Living Dead 3, Ringu, Ringu 2, Ringu 0. Saw 4, 6, Final Chapter, Jigsaw, Spiral. I need to get 10 to the first one, 3, and 5 on Blu-ray to replace my old DVDs. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, 4, and 5 are in this set from Vestron Video. Silent Night, the remake. I count remakes if there have been more sequels before the remake. It's a franchise. Sleepaway Camp 2, 3, Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt, and Vault of Horror. These are the Amicus movies. Texas Chainsaw, again, gonna be any holes I'm gonna fill eventually. The holes here are the ones that come before this one. Of course, The Thing and its prequel from 2011. Tremors 5, again, gonna fill the holes for this one. Urban Legends, Final Cut, Waxwork, and Waxwork 2. VHS 2, gonna get the rest of them on Blu-ray eventually. Witchboard and Witchboard 2, Wrong Turn, gonna get the rest of them again. X, again, I'm gonna get Pearl and Maxine eventually. And finally, the box sets. We have the Fly Collection, which includes the original, its sequel, Return of the Fly, and Curse of the Fly, plus the David Cronenberg remake and its sequel. We have the Friday the 13th Collection, Deluxe Edition from Scream Factory. This is all, 10 original Friday the 13th movies, plus Freddy vs. Jason, plus the remake, so it's 12 movies in total. But it's 13 discs because there's a special bonus disc. We have the Rec Collection. This is all 4 Rec movies. And finally, Universal Classic Monsters. This is all of the classic monster films, but not all Universal films. I'm going to have to get the set from Shell Factory eventually. And like I said, the channel is transitioning away from just being totally gaming. The vlog channel is going to stay up as archival, but this channel is going to be officially everything. It's going to be gaming, vlogs, collection videos like this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, guys, this is Ian of Next Wave Entertainment, which is what this channel is now rebranded as. The channel header is not changed yet, though, or is the name of the channel changed yet, but it's going to change soon. This is Ian of Next Wave Entertainment, signing out, and hoping that you have a great day. Remember to click that like button, leave a comment down below if you liked my collection. If you didn't, I would still appreciate a comment. And finally, remember to click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content, which is going to be sporadically. I'm getting up there in age, guys. I'm getting tired a lot more often. So anyway, until next time, guys, farewell.